にこの車になってからできるようにはなりましたよね。
To start off, let's check out driver technique and capability. In order to pull off the burnout, I turn into second gear corners in third gear. This approach generates lots of wheel spin. During the drift and that interval, I'm thinking, what RPM should I be at? Then, depending on the RPMs I'm at and ending at, and the wheel spin in that given distance, I'm able to manipulate that burnout. I'm thinking how to get the burnout and what to do to make it more spectacular. Let's try and see firsthand how exactly Taniguchi's technique works with an onboard camera. South Ebisu D1 course third gear attack on the final corner. The following steps are at full throttle. Get the rear tires to spin, cut into the corner, quickly apply the brakes, and at the same time the RPMs will drop. At this point in second gear, quickly shift up to third. Basically, smooth operation clears the corner. Definitely a lot of low-end torque is a must here. This is only a taste of Taniguchi's rich abilities from the racing world. Most likely, normally, as you're in second and shifting to third, the car's direction changes, doesn't it? That is, after all, the effect of the upshift. Try to maintain angle as you come out and apply throttle quickly. Quick throttle use gets you into the power band fast, depending on wheel spin. That's the car's settings. Let's check out Kazama's technique, paying attention to the tachometer. Kazama also comes in at third gear. From the final corner all the way until the first corner, Kazama takes the two as one. In comparison to Taniguchi, by looking at the tach, the drop to below 4,000 RPMs isn't done. Bit by bit, staying in the power band, keeping the turbo ready for boost. Shifting is non-stop, maintaining RPM through the expert clutch use. This is Kazama's seamless driving style. It's so hot!
Using a data logger to compare the two cars, with HKS on top and K office below, if the two are compared, you see that the duration of full throttle in the straight differs between the two. When compared to above, you see how long and much of a difference exists. Upon entering the corner, readily visible is how the HKS S15 drops RPM sharply, while the K office drops RPM only slightly.
That's quite a bit now, isn't it? And yet, it's not just a throttle application, it's more. Still, you can't help but notice that not all the secrets are presented. Things like full throttle with a half clutch, a feeling that there's more than meets the eye. Personally, I really focus on using a mixture of the throttle and clutch, more so than many of my competitors. Okay, I see that over here my throttle application rate and RPM increase because I'm halfway on the clutch trying to maintain boost, because I want my torque readily available at any time. Although throttling like this I see it causes exiting of the corner to feel like boom!
And in comparison to Taniguchi,
fundamentally, he drives by feel. The way of increasing RPM and the amount of throttle being shown is probably the difference between how acceleration is applied and why there's a lack of on-off throttle use. The way throttle and RPM is matched is done beautifully. His graph is good. I'm always playing with the throttle and clutch, so trying to maintain RPM is important. Better